He's been an AMC enthusiast since he was in high school and has owned at least 4 over the decades. Stephen Shay of New Milford, Connecticut, got his first AMC, an AMX sports car, when he was 17 years old and growing up in Stamford.
In high school, I needed a car, and my mom told me, if you save your money, you can get what you want, but you got to pay your own way. So I said, okay. And I had 2 jobs. I worked at a city service, which is now Citgo gas station, on weekends. And during the week after school, I worked at a supermarket. And about a year and a half, it took me a long time, but I saved $2,500, which was a lot back then.
The AMX was a 2-seat coupe that mixed pony car looks and muscle car power.
I'd never seen an AMX. I never heard of it. I know what Ramblers were, but and Javelins, but I took a look at it and I drove it, and the guy wanted $2,600, and I talked him down to $2,500, and I bought it. I had it 4 or 5 years, and then I totaled it. I came around the corner a little too fast. I bought a Rambler for $200 and drove that for a long time. Put 250,000 miles on it. And then I had a 6-cylinder Javelin. Put a lot of miles on that too, going back and forth to school.
In 2008, nostalgia prompted him to buy another 1968 AMX.
I had one when I was a kid. It was time to do it all over again. So I found one that needed a lot of work, a total restoration. But the price was right, and it was number matching and no rust. It needed work. I took it completely apart down to bare metal. Every screw, every nut, completely apart. Repainted everything that needed repainting. I rebuilt the motor, rebuilt the transmission, rebuilt the rear end. I found material, the original material for the seats in a warehouse, and I brought it to an upholsterer. He did the seats, and I put new carpet in, and took 12 years, tedious, long nights working on it, but sometimes it was a lot of fun, sometimes it was frustrating.
With a 390 cubic inch V8 engine with 4-speed manual transmission and go-pack accessories that includes racing stripes, dual exhaust with chrome tips, and mag wheels, the AMX is a glistening black beauty.
All the parts were there, and there was no rust in the frame anywhere. I said, I'm going to do this right or I'm not doing it.
AMC only built the AMX for the 1968, 1969, and 1970 model years, and only 19,000 were built. Shay's current AMX was the 733rd produced.
They're very unusual. They're very underrated. They're quick. They hold a lot of records, speed records. They handle very, very well. They were meant to compete with the Corvette because it's a 2-seater.
The AMX inevitably gets noticed wherever Shay takes it.
It makes for great conversation at shows. I love talking about the car. A lot of people, either they have no idea what it is, so you tell them and they're pretty interested. And then there are guys that know what it is and they say, oh, I never see this, tell me about it.
That's Ride Connecticut. I'm Bud Wilkinson. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to Ride Connecticut's YouTube channel.